My face looks too pretty to be crying. We are not crying today. We are not crying today. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you have accepted that you're weird, feel free to stay. And by staying, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you are notified whenever I upload a video. Sorry, you've guessed by the title already. I've been avoiding this video. I'm going to try and slow down because I'm trying to speak really fast because I actually have been avoiding doing this video. So, last video I did in regards to my mental health was probably 2019. In terms of last year, how my mental health has been, it didn't start out well, ended out better. So that's the positive there. Beginning of last year, I had two things, major things, 2-3-ish major things that happened. So I had one of my friends try to take her own life, and then the pandemic started. So that's how my year started. Before we even get to the pandemic, I was in lockdown before everyone was in lockdown. So I got suspended from the job that I had before that. And then we were planning on moving before the quarantines started. So we ended up postponing everything. So during the time of the Panasonic, I pretty much, which we're still in, I'm talking as if the Panasonic has passed, we're still in the Panasonic. My mental health kind of took a dip. Not kind of, it did take a dip. It just went. It's safe to say that I pretty much was depressed all of last year. Not even functional, it was not functional at all. Because the thing is, I have functional depression. Fucking hell, why am I even crying right now? Thing is, I have functional depression. But the functional side of it, last year, non-existent. Functional who? For what reason? I came off social media for the good of potentially 6 to 8 months. So I had nothing. I was not posting nothing. I was not posting anything on YouTube. Pretty much, I tried to upload, last year I possibly might have uploaded a total of maybe 4 videos, which is awful. But that's that. January, February, the issue with my cousin and my friend happened. March, suspended. April, panoramic started. And then from April all the way up to May or June when the thing eased off. During that time, that's when it just started to go. And the only thing that I can say, because one, I just started, right? I just got into a relationship 2019. So my relationship with my boyfriend was still very fresh. Very, very fresh. Stupidly fresh. So the positive of quarantines that came out of it in regards to my mental health is things that would have taken a lot longer to be off topic, if that makes sense. Things you would talk to someone about, that you're getting to know and everything like that. It kind of to an extent got rushed through quarantine. Because of that and because of the uncertainty of everything that was going on, all we could do was talk. There was no other option. It was a talk or do not. If there was no communication during that time, it's what would have been the point of still being with that person? If you're at the time when you're at your lowest and you don't feel comfortable to open up to the person that you're with, what's the point? When I think of it now, that's literally what I think. What's the point of being with the person you're with if you do not feel comfortable to be open with them? I'm not trying to say this as if I'm the gold star person to be opening up to people. No, the Great Wall of China has nothing on me. I struggled. I'm not gonna lie, it was a struggle because there's certain things that I had to share with him, and then I also had to share those things and open up to my mom about it. Eventually later on, all I can say is that I am grateful for the people that I have. I don't have friends. Number one. I don't have friends. I will proudly say this. I do not have friends anymore. I don't, because I cut off most of the friendships I had. I cut them off. End of 2019, I cut off a friendship. 2020, around April, I cut off another one. Towards the end of last year in September, October, cut off another one. I don't have friends. The people that you see me around, I would not even consider them to say friends. They're more like family because I've known them for over 10 years. So, and because of when I have my episodes and stuff like that, they understand. Yes, there are obviously some people that be like, oh my god, why don't you just reach out and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm one of those people that, like, if I'm feeling a negative emotion, I don't want to bring other people into that bubble of that. So I prefer to deal with my issue on my own and then kind of like come back when I'm fine. So that was the case of what happened. But like literally, I'm not gonna lie, from probably like end of April all the way until possibly October, I did not want to talk to anyone. Like the people that I consider my family, I didn't want to talk to them. And the people I spoke to was my mum, my boyfriend, that was it. My cousins, I didn't want to speak to her. My sisters, I didn't want to speak to them. And I was like, of which to an extent, it worked out for me because they all understand the reasons why I didn't want to speak to them. So it's not like they were pushing me to be like, oh, you need to talk to us, you need to talk to us, why are you picking up the phone? Even as much as I didn't want to talk to them, it wasn't a case that they weren't still ringing me. No, believe me, they were still ringing. I wasn't going to force it. I wasn't going to try and be like, putting on a happy face to be like, oh yeah, no, I wasn't going to be doing that. So of which they all understood, like, they kind of got the hint of what was going on. Fast forward to August, we then moved when the lockdown and everything eased off. And then in September it got worse. I gained weight as well, like as you can see, my face is very voluptuous and plump. I gained weight as well, that's that, whatever. I also then lost the weight because I got Rona in November and I'm not celebrating. I did not celebrate my birthday last year. Well, I kind of did, but I don't call that a birthday celebration. So if you see me this year with balloons of 25 and 26, please just comment and put heart eyes on the picture, okay? And double tap and like, that's it, and move on. Don't be asking me why do I have 25 and 26. Do not ask. Yeah, September that's when it got worse. And then because before the last time I was going for therapy, I was going therapy in person pre-quarantine. Now it was now a case of that I needed to gain the same support and the services that I was getting in person. So I was watching Lydia Dinga, one of the YouTubers, and she mentioned that like she actually was going, like she was doing, like I was one of her vlogs and she was doing one of like a therapy session and stuff, and then she mentioned BetterHelp. So at that time, that's when I remember, I was like, oh, okay, let me see what it's about. So I registered on it, and if you want me to do a video on the difference between in-person therapy and over the phone or online therapy, let me know. It's a huge difference. The process of finding a therapist in person versus online, completely different. Like opposite ends of the spectrum, completely different. I then started my sessions. Her style of therapy as well was completely different to what I had in person. Obviously that's a usual common thing that like it varies from person to person. From therapist to therapist, they don't all have the same style. They kind of try and tailor it depending on the person and how you are. I realized that there was a lot of things, there was a lot of things that I had like suppressed. Well, I mean, I knew it was there, but then I didn't know the extent of it. So I was in therapy for like about I think 3 months. And then like at the moment I took a break because I'm not gonna lie, therapy is a lot. Like, it's a lot. Like, no joke, every single session I had, I was crying. Like, I was literally in tears. Like, and it makes you feel so exhausted as well because it's like a purge. Therapy ain't a joke. Like, you actually have to be prepared. Like, not that you need to be prepared on what to expect because you won't know what to expect. You can't go into therapy with an expectation. You kind of just have to go with the flow of what's happening. And it's just more of a case of preparing yourself mentally on, are you willing to open up in regards, because you only gain from therapy based on what you put out. And from what you put out and what they give you back, you're going to have to put that stuff in practice. It's not a case of that you're going there. It's not like when you take medication, of which, to be fair, I can't even say medication does all the work for you, because if you take medication, right, for example, if I was on antidepressants, and I was to take them, but then I had the mentality of thinking that it's not going to work. It's not going to work. That's just the way I see it. Like when it comes to medication, if you think something or the treatment you're receiving is not going to work, it's not going to work. It's the same thing with therapy. It's like if you're going into it skeptical and thinking that's not going to work, then you're likely to be more guarded and not going to open up and actually do the work that they need you to do. And just because your therapy session has ended, it doesn't mean that that's the end of you doing the work that you need to do for yourself, because therapy is for you. It ain't for nobody else. It's for you. So you kind of need to have the mentality of thinking that, okay, am I ready for this? Do I want this? No one can ever push someone to have therapy. No one can ever push someone to take certain medications. Okay, they're both all forms of treatment. One obviously is medicinal and one is non-medicinal. No one can force you to take on a treatment that you don't want. So that's that. At the moment, my mental health is pretty good. It's great at the moment. I am trying very, very hard. Trying because I was off social media for so long. I realized last month I put so much pressure on myself to like try and catch up because I had not been on social media. I was like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do that. Because I had certain goals for my social platforms that I was like, I need to meet them. Well, I had those goals from 2020. Obviously, I didn't meet any of them, like 0. So I carried those goals on over into this year. I didn't make any new goals for this year. I was just like, the goals I made last year, because I didn't do them, I didn't achieve any of them, I'm going to achieve them this year. So I put so much pressure on myself in February, and then I realized, I'm like, yeah, what we're doing here, sis, like, you need to slow down, you need to calm down, because I know that I have, to an extent you could say, my manic phases, where I'm not trying to say that I have bipolar. Please relax, I'm not trying to say that. But what I mean by manic phases, I just mean that I have moments where my brain is just like bing, and I'm like go. But I can only maintain that for such a short period of time, and then I'm gonna crash. But then my crash is a problem, because when I crash, it goes on for a long time. So that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know down below if you want me to do the video that's done the comparison between in-person versus online therapy. And I have a video coming up about obviously the friendships that I ended and stuff like that, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I'm just thankful for the people I have in my life. That's pretty much all I have to say. Like, I'm very thankful because they're very understanding, because I know that people out there that like really be going through it and they don't have the best support system in regards to the people around them don't actually take a chance of trying to understand what the person means or like what they're going through. And it's a common thing within Africans, I don't know why, that you question when someone tries to tell you that they have a mental illness, and then you try and look at them sideways and be like, everybody goes through something. Everybody's going through something. There are people going through worse things than you. We ain't saying that there aren't other people going through worse things. It's a case of acknowledging and validating the fact that there is something that I am going through and that I need help. I didn't say play a comparison game with me, with Peter, John, Luke, and whoever else. But anyway, that's that. I am going to stop ranting because I could go off at aunties and uncles about this right now, because yes, I know some of you are watching this, and yeah, you have kids as well that are going through ish, but you ain't taking upon yourself to try and understand what it is exactly that they're going through, but it's fine. If you found this video helpful or whatever else, if you could relate to it, or if you think that will help somebody else, that, I don't know, if it's going to strike a conversation between you and your parents, or you and anyone in your family, or you and your friends, then feel free to share it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had for this video. Bye!